Oil is a transportable energy. Electricity, the only way you could transport it is unless you charge a battery. But the cost is not economically feasible. It's too expensive. I mean, if you dealt with the battery bottleneck, you wouldn't have the limitations that you have today in electric cars. I mean, batteries are so heavy, they're so inefficient, they're so ineffective. That is, it's very expensive. The amount of storage in batteries do not compare to the cost to store oil. Oil is much cheaper and more combustible than electricity. I'm here to tell you, green energy, they spent $5 trillion on green energy, yet our oil demand continues to grow. And America's preaching to these other countries to use a green energy that doesn't work. And nobody could afford it, but they're coming to the table and spending trillions. But India found out that it didn't work, which is why they've reduced their spending on green energy. It doesn't work. Their GDP is growing because they're ignoring the left, the policies, the anti-woke agenda, or the woke agenda and the anti-oil agenda. India has ignored it, and their GDP has exploded. And many other countries are paying attention. It's one of those things where they say one thing and they do another. It's kind of like these religious folk that they preach one thing and they do something else. The world is preaching oil is evil. The world is preaching green energy is replacing oil. The world is preaching, hey, global warming is real. But what they do behind the scenes, if you have a choice between green energy and feeding your family, you're going to choose your family every time. If you are leading a country, unless you are paid off, unless you are bought, you're going to do what's best for your country.